evening, and welcome to our next edition of Cooking with Michael
and Candace.
As you know, she's part of our show every week. I know I keep saying that,
You
but
still can't get over it.
I'm really kind of excited about it, actually. It's actually really kind of cool. I love it. Thank you all who watched last week's episode. I mean, I realized it was tofu. But we had some new people watching.
We did. I think we picked up 3 subscribers, and I think they were all vegan.
Okay, so yeah.
We should do more vegan.
Maybe we will do more vegan.
Or at least provide options. Just like when we do vegan, we can provide meat eater options. Like, okay, well, obviously in place of the tofu, you can do chicken or you can do tilapia. I think tilapia would be great with the sesame tofu that we did last week.
Can't we just lick a cow?
You could.
Mm.
The cow might not like it, though.
Maybe not. All right, so anyway, thank you all for watching. And do you know what's coming up this Sunday?
I do.
What is this Sunday?
It's Halloween.
If you have kids, or even if you don't have kids, and you know you just can't drive recklessly through neighborhoods, you know it is Halloween. That's right. So we went pumpkin picking today. The kids got their pumpkins.
We are accidentally festive for tonight's show.
We had no place to put them. But anyway, so we got pumpkins. And of course, I'm wearing my costume for Halloween.
And what is that costume? He would not tell me until the show. What is your costume?
I'm going as a 90s dork. That's right, I got the hat on backwards, and I'm going as a 90s dork.
Honey, that's your everyday you.
And this is why I wouldn't tell her, because I was going to get that response earlier. I wanted the first response on camera. So
I'll have to make him a costume. We've got till Sunday.
Yeah, that's true, because, you know, we do this on Wednesdays and then shut on Saturday. So
yeah.
Anyway, and of course, please check out our website, cookingwithmichael.us. We've updated it and added a lot more stuff to it. So, and merchandise will be shown very, very soon. It's coming up probably the next week or two. We'll show you some stuff. Thank you, Aztec Creations, who is our proprietary maker of all of our stuff. So we're really excited about that. So you can find a link to them on our website as well. So
they make our stuff, is what he was trying to say.
Yeah. So and
he was trying to get all fancy, and you see what happens when either one of us tries to get fancy.
And that brings us to the next thing. Thank you to Andrew Chapel Beer and Wine, who is providing us our Pinot Grigio and of course her
Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc. Okay. So anyway, we decided we're going to do something Halloweeny tonight. Pinot Grigio, and not necessarily like the caramel apples or any of that kind of stuff, because those are good too, but
not all that sugar-loaded stuff. Not that I have anything against sugar, especially for Halloween, but we thought we would try making something satisfying and savory, just as a nice contrast to all of that sugar we're going to be bombarded with. There's always
chocolate.
There's always something missing when all you have is just sugar. You need something to contrast it with.
And also, these are things that you can, it's a great appetizer for that date night dinner that you're going to have, on Saturday nights and whatnot before Halloween. So we decided we're going to make deviled eggs.
Dun, dun, dun. Devil.
Devil. We all know.
The devil and a chicken.
Is that a show?
I don't know.
Okay. So deviled eggs, devils are evil, and we all know people in our family and friends who are devils. But anyway, so devils are evil, but we're going to, we figure that's kind of an evil thing. So
I don't know what's going on with it tonight.
It's Pinot Grigio. So we're going to make deviled eggs. Real simple, real easy, not a lot to do to make them, but it's a great appetizer. So let's go ahead and get started.
Okay then.
All right, so beforehand we did, we went ahead and...
While he gathers his ability to speak, beforehand, we boiled, how many eggs? 5?
We did 5 eggs.
Yeah, we boiled 5 eggs.
So 5 eggs, 10 minutes in boiling water, what have you. Then we cooled them off. So we have our 5 eggs. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to peel them, and we'll cut them, take the yolks out, make a devil. Okay, sorry. The devil is stuff that goes inside. Yeah, that happened. So let's get started. We're going to go ahead and...
We're going to get them naked and cut them in half.
Yeah, baby. So let's start peeling them.
The easiest way to peel them is under running water. Oh, no.
Normal! Hi, Karen. I'm normal. I'm deaf.
I'm the one that gets into everything.
I get into everything. All right, so we peel the eggs, and easiest way to do it is real quick. You just crack it all the way around and then peel into the garbage. And then you take your hand over it. Make sure you don't leave any of this. Good.
Go ahead and finish. I have an alternative.
She's gonna tell me I'm wrong.
Of course. I'm a wife. That's my job.
Yes, that's true. So you run through it. Make sure you get all the little pieces of the shell off, and then you also that little foreskin you have. You want to peel that off too. So okay, tell me where I'm wrong.
Okay. Actually, that little skin thingy that's left underneath the shell is called a membrane. But the easiest way... And she's back again.
Hold on a second. Is it foreskin a membrane?
I don't know. I think
Insane in the membrane.
I think all skin in general is a membrane.
Insane in the membrane.
It is not called foreskin.
Insane in the membrane.
Anyway, shut the fuck up. Why do you always do this when I try to talk?
Insane in the membrane. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
All right. So the easiest way for me to peel an egg without, having chunks of it stick to your shell is to just crack it all the way around and then peel off a teeny piece and hold it under water so that water will then slip between the egg and its membrane and then you can peel it off more cleanly.
Insane in the brain. Insane in the brain.
Enough about your autobiography, dear.
Very true. Wait a second. Facts. Okay.
Okay, so where were you going?
Okay, next. So we did.
Sorry, I had to interrupt him for once.
I'm okay with it, actually.
And now I've gone and derailed everything just like he always does.
I know, I love it. So we take this, and all we're going to do, we're going to take each egg, and we're going to take our big knife. It is Halloween.
It's the big scary murdery knife.
It's Halloween. Michael Myers will be proud.
It looks a lot like the Among Us knife.
I'm thinking Michael Myers. You can always tell parents, because Among Us, I'm going with Michael Myers. I guess we're both parents, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. So anyway,
that was a dumb comment. And it was not the Pinot Grigio. It
that
was
was
the
just,
Michael.
Yeah, that's going to show up in merchandise, too. So anyway, we'll talk about that in a second. So anyway, take the egg, and we're basically going to cut it straight in half, okay?
Just like you see him when your aunt makes all those 9 bazillion deviled eggs.
That's right. Cut it
Only ours taste good.
straight. Yes. So you get it, and they look in half like that, okay? So just take the yolk out. And you're just going to take your finger and take the yolk out, okay? And leave it like that. And we're going to do that for the rest of the other remaining 4.
You want to be careful when you pop the yolk out that you're not pressing on the back of the egg white because that will cause it to split and then you're going to have some ugly deviled eggs. They'll still be edible.
Yeah.
They'll still taste the same, but they're not going to look the same. And a big part of deviled eggs is in the looks. So
that is true.
Cautionary tale.
Very good. One more time. Insane in the membrane. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and slice these up, and then we'll take them all out, and then we'll show you what the next step is.
Don't worry if you leave a little bit of the yolk in the white, because guess where all that yolk is going to go when we're done mixing everything up? Back in here. It's going to blend right in.
Yep.
And besides, it's Halloween. All of your grown-up guests are going to be half drunk anyway. Just don't drive when you're done.
And that's our public service announcement for the evening. So just so you know, on the merchandise that we'll be showing on cookingwithmichael.us is going to have some of the really dumb things that I say.
Fuck, it's hot.
Fuck, it's hot is going to be our first one. We're going to have pot holders.
Pinot Grigio.
Yes. But the first thing we're going to have up there is the pot holders and the oven mitts that say fuck, it's hot, cooking with Michael. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're going to start. And then you're going to see a lot of other stuff, shit that I say throughout, such as pretty much what I've done every night. You want to keep looking at the website. You'll see some stuff popping up soon, and we'll show you how to buy it. But anyway, so we're back. So we want to do, after you do all of this, you get all the eggs, de-yolked. So you're going to have all the yolks in here. Doesn't matter if they're, mashed up or not, because you're going to mash them. So we're just going to kind of smash it up. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our mayonnaise, okay? Now, you do not. Now, I'm not a mayonnaise fan. Just be very clear about that.
No, I hate it too. I think it's disgusting and repulsive.
But it really does. I mean, the whole idea of it is to help hold the mixture together.
You do
It's a binding agent. But don't use, and I'm sorry, Kraft, I apologize. Please don't sue me, but Miracle Whip sucks. And it's not a good binding agent. So use regular mayonnaise. Doesn't matter what brand. Anyway, so I'm going to take a tablespoon, okay?
And measure it, because you don't want too much mayo. It's disgusting, and it changes the texture. It's
Correct.
kind of like bacon.
Right.
It'll change the texture.
And and that's actually a really good point, because the whole idea of the mayonnaise for this is not for the taste, for the binding agent, like we said, is you don't want to use too much, because it's a binding agent. But you may find out, if as we're mixing it, that it's going to be a little bit, it's not holding together, so you need to add a little more. So we're going to start off with a half a tablespoon. Okay. So we're just going to move that over there. Okay. So we're just going to start off with a half a tablespoon. All right, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to do mustard. We're going to use prepared mustard, not mustard seed, not mustard powder, anything like that. Now, I'm from Pittsburgh, so Heinz is always the best. So I won't show you the brand that I got, because it's not Heinz, because I didn't have it down here. But basically, I'm going to take just my teaspoon. I'm just going to squirt a little bit in there. And this is actually flavor. So if you put a little more than that, all you're going to do is get a little bit more mustard flavor. And that's okay. Again, this is all to taste. Next thing we're going to do, salt and pepper. Again, taste. Know your audience. Some people can have more salt than others. Some of the people that are watching that are devils, you know who you are, can't have salt. I'm fucked for that one. So just a couple of grinding of the salt.
That was a lot of salt.
A couple of grinding with the pepper. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of the paprika. Paprika is really good. You got to put a little bit in here, and then you got to put a little bit on top. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take, we'll just do a couple of shakes of that. Okay. Now we're going to stir this up. You want to stir this up until it's a nice mixture that's all binding. But as you can see, it probably needs a little more mayonnaise, because it's not really binding. Okay. And that's the thing. So it's hard to tell. We use a little bit more mayonnaise. It's actually binding a little better than I thought it was. But so what we're going to do is we're going to bind. We're going to put a little more in there to bind.
And one of the reasons why you may need a little more than usual is sometimes, obviously the eggs are going to vary, because it's going to be different chickens from different farms every time. And your cooking time may vary as well. If you cook them a little bit more hard, then they're going to be more powdery when you go to squish them. But if you cook them a little less so, if you cook them a little more soft, they're a little more gooey already by themselves.
So we added about another half a tablespoon in there. So I have to be honest with you, I'm going to add a little bit of mustard, though. A little more mustard, because it just doesn't...
It doesn't look quite bright enough.
And I kind of want to smell it, too. So add a little more mustard in there.
Because remember, an egg yolk has a strong odor and flavor all of its own.
It smells like your 1977 Corsair. Sorry, Chevrolet. So that's what it looks like. So now what we're going to do... I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to do this because she's going to yell at me. She hates this part. So I'm going to take a plastic bag.
I forgot to wash my wax wraps.
Tree hugger! So I'm going to take this, and I'm basically going to...
It would probably work just as well with the wax wrap. You just roll it up until it makes like a funnel shape, like a piece of paper, and then tape it with some craft tape, which is recyclable and compostable, and then squeeze. I am sorry, I forgot to wash my wax wrap, and I can't show you, damn it.
So anyway, you want to fill up the plastic bag.
Plastic bag. Single-use plastic.
She's dying a little inside.
I am.
Put this all back in, and we're going to make it into... We're going to put this all in here, and then we're going to turn it into one of those things that bakers use. Pastry bag, there you go. We're going to fill the plastic bag with a
little bit of Candace's death.
With a little bit of Candace's death. So, basically you want to get into a corner, okay? And you want to basically get all the air out of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the plate. We're going to take the bag of the devil part. Devil! And we're going to cut just a little bit of the corner off, basically making our pastry bag so we can squeeze it out. All right, so what we're going to do is
you don't need to be eating.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're just going to do it as if it was just a bag, a pastry bag. We're going to fill up our eggs. Now you want to be careful not to pack it down because again, like Candace said earlier, you don't want to break the eggs. It is going to not sit all nice. It's going to be kind of overflowing, and that's okay.
Because you have added stuff to it, and it's been mixed, so it's a little more fluffy.
And if you have any left over, that's good too, because you can just go back and fill up. All right. So that's kind of what they look like right now as they roll away. All right, that's what they look like right now. Now, paprika again, just a little bit.
Just enough to make them pretty.
And then we're going to add something else, which I'm sure you've never added on a deviled egg before. Okay, so you got the paprika on it, and then you take
Bacon!
bacon goes with everything. So you take the bacon bits, and you other people will make bacon and then chop it up and use fresh bacon. And then actually they'll put some of the bacon grease into the mixture, which adds a nice little flavor to it. We don't do that for two reasons. One,
we're lazy.
That's one. And two, have you seen the price of freaking bacon lately? Holy crap.
Well, and three, the bacon wouldn't last long enough to cool because we have bacon weevils upstairs sleeping right now.
Oh yeah.
Also known as our children.
Yes. So you can you're going to basically just put a little bit of the bacon bits on top of the eggs. And you have yourself a great Halloween treat of deviled dum dum dum. Sorry, was that your point? Sorry. Deviled eggs. And that's what they look like. Deviled eggs. You see the whole thing? The eggs took 10 minutes to hard boil. Maybe about an hour or two to cool off because you really want them cold.
Yeah, if you put them in the fridge or in an ice bath, they will cool off very quickly,
right.
Obviously.
So, and then the mixture itself didn't take very long at all. It took about 10 minutes to make. And then you squeeze it out in a single-use plastic bag.
No!
And now, let me take my Pinot Grigio. You ready to try it?
Yes, I am.
All right. So we're going to take one. And happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Clink.
Clink.
Clink on deviled egg. What's wrong with that? I'll tell you what. Nothing better. Absolutely excellent. So, quick, nice appetizer if you're having a Halloween party, or as usual, she's getting more before we actually get to the date night dinner, or great beginning to your date night dinner with your spouse, loved one, significant other. So, that's pretty much it. That's the episode tonight. Quick, easy, great little appetizer, great little food. Please check out the website, cookingwithmichael.us. More videos up there, some great pictures, and merchandise coming very, very, very soon. Courtesy of Asset Creations, and we'll have pricing up there soon too, as well as some pictures of some of the things that we can make and ship. So pasta sauce, pizza sauce, dough, banana bread, so things like that we can actually ship to you too. So we'll be getting that very, very soon. So please keep checking back our website, cookingwithmichael.us. So thank you very much for being a part of this, as always.
Yeah.
It's been great, and we'll see you every Saturday night, 8 p.m. on Cooking with Michael.
And Candace.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Is that a piece of shell? Now, we would not have gotten that piece of shell if we had peeled them my way.
That could have been hers because she peeled like one or two and I peeled the rest, just so you know.
So statistically speaking, it was far more likely to have been his than mine. So again, yet another nonsensical statement from the Michael.
So just so you know, first of all, she may not make it to next week's episode.
I know. That's a really big knife there.
That's a real big knife. But